Welcome back to the cause. Yesterday was a very insightful display of Ren's compassionate side for his friend Joe. For Joe was one of the most intellectual songs I saw displayed to portray the feelings of someone's hurt and grief during someone's passing away, especially through unaliving oneself. You know, just something that is unheard of. I mean, it's been done plenty of times. Like, and people have gotten close to the same sentiments, done similar things before, sentiments that are very relatable to the person, very relatable to the person, very exact to the person's personality, the situation that occurred, the results therein, the aftermath, all of that, you know. But I'm saying it in the sense to whereas he was so poetic in the way he displayed it, his wording was absolutely exceptional. Exceptional. I haven't seen such electromagnetism. He just was able to bring the ethers from the skies or whatever and display them in wordage, verbiage, absolute diction that is completely unheard of by my ears thus far in music. You might hear someone sing similar to that or have other lyrical dispositions and displays and stanzas and stuff like that. Yes, you can find that in many places, but the way that he had it formatted is uniquely to Ren, that I've discovered. Very unique unto him. Very powerful song, A lot of people mentioned Trouble and Crutch and a lot of other songs like Mackie and so many others that he has that touch upon those things. And I'm beginning to see that his catalog is absolutely massive. I mean, his versatility, like I said yesterday in previous videos too as well, like just going way back. Not way back, but I only been listening to him for like 3 weeks, but it seems like I've been listening to him for a while because of the information that I've gathered from him thus far that is so expansive, like I said yesterday, that it just goes into many different frontiers. Like he's a pioneer to so many different types of forms of music. It's absolutely incredible. Oh man, I'm just left confused at times trying to really box him in and say like, look, this is Ren right here. And I'm unable to do that even for myself, even in just an open way, thinking in my mind saying like, okay, who's this guy? And I still am unable to do so. This is how difficult it has become to peg him down. It's almost impossible to do so. I'm beginning to understand that. And I think that we all are unique like that. It's hard to peg down anybody, you think you know a person, and you figure out you don't know them as well as you thought you did, So even ourselves, we surprised by the things we do ourselves. Like, wow, I didn't think I was capable of doing that. And then you realize that you were exactly capable of doing it and doing it better than you could ever believe, So at the end of it, it's like, this guy is a musical genius, flat out. Today, I'm going to do Power by Ren. I've heard about this song. I heard that it's a different side of himself. Yet again, another side of himself I see again that he has. The versatility is crazy. So, but not to waste too much more time with the introduction, I want to say that I really appreciate my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Like literally the best. I mean, I can't even believe that I've been privileged enough to have you as my viewers, as my subscribers, as my cousins. It's just a very wonderful thing. I really appreciate all you guys. And to those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. But without further ado, let's get to Power.
Get it? Power. These kids don't play my my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Frusciante, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping that King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my... That's what it was. I focused on my... Now let's go back. Let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen, I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then, I was a prick then, I was a pleb, but... fuck it, we're all misguided individuals, life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my... It is what it is. I focus on my... Now run the track, run the track. Get it? Get it? Power. Get it?
Yeah, that was... man, that was different. Man, it's so, like, it's a playful beat, but the song is very deep. I mean, seriously, you know? It almost seems as if he always reached back into songs he already has done or he's planning to do. Like, when he said that the kids don't play his, music, it almost reminds me of Bongo Bomb. He said that the kids don't play his music. He never had a top 10. Maybe it's because he raps about violence and depression. And that makes a lot of sense after you go through his lyrics, because he begins to say, like, let's up the ante. Smoking spliffs and popping candy. Idolizing Sid and Nancy. Rock and roll, Nat King Cole. Chips, game consoles, violent flows. I mean, this guy, man, this guy is like, like he'll say something like that and it'll cause you to chuckle. Like I'm chuckling right now. I know he was rapping. He added other things in that too. It's like I'm abbreviating what he said, but he said that his life was not sweet at home. Mom and dad split, no shalom, no peace. So there's the depression. I could talk about smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Sid and Nancy, weren't they like a punk rock group, like from Sex Pistols or something like that? Uh, and then I think he died, right? Sid died because of like a heroin overdose or something like that. I'm not sure, but idolizing that, codependency and stuff like that, trying to be a part of this violent, but that codependency right there, even idolizing Sid and Nancy, going into that right there makes a lot of sense to whereas he's talking about the violence and depression part. And he's also speaking on, soul music and rock and roll music and Nat King Cole. Like this guy's he's showing so many sides of himself by even mentioning certain things like the education that's within him that he has bottled up within him. He's like very smart in that regard, very very intelligent in that regard, very intelligent, very intelligent. Like when you start to like realize like the deep message that this guy is sending out in so many massive manifolds of the word sending out, or words I meant to say, sending out. What is he trying to broadcast? He's trying to broadcast, yes, there was nothing that was good at home, even though he was finding that particular thing and popping pills and smoking blips and idolizing and rock and roll, Nat King Cole, gang councils, chips, and rapping violent flows. Even though he was mentioning those things and he wanted the hearer to understand, even though his executives or PR was telling them, forget those kids, he wanted them to understand that his life was not sweet at home. His mom and dad split and there was no shalom, no peace. But he said, let it be. Because he hated to hear his mom crying alone. So he would get high. And he says something like he'll hear violent sounds of fighting through the walls, love dying. Like, yo, bro, this guy is deep. Like, how are you hearing silent sounds of fighting? Like, is his dad at this particular time choking his mother out? And he's unable to hear the fighting, even though it's happening. Like, is he muffling that, And he's getting high to block it out, or he's so high he can't hear it, But through the walls, you hear that the love is dying. This guy's like super deep, like massively deep in his and bringing across definite messages. Like I haven't like even though this was like a funky upbeat and power doing all that, having that type of like rejuvenating youthful sound. It was very deep in message. Very, very deep in message. And he's talking about this is where he realized the power was in. You know what I'm saying? This is the power that he was able to achieve. It also reflects back to a song where he was mentioning, I can't remember the exact rap. I don't know if it was Murderer, Seven Sins. I don't believe it was Seven Sins. It's like either Murderer or one of those songs. I can't really recall right now. And where he said that the streets are bleak, but bleak is what made me, and this is what I'm kind of getting from this song here when he's mentioning power. It's more than just an epithet or some type of ringy sound that he wants the listener to hear and just bob their head to. He wants them to catch something from it. That's what I'm gaining from it, like massively. I'm gaining that from this particular song massively. That when he says power, when he says get it, take what you can out of this world to become a better person, not a destroyed victim. This is a powerful song and it's called Power. That's crazy. It's just, it never ceases to amaze me. Then he goes into where he starts to talk about that he's not a throwback, but let's go back. 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head. I was 16 in the kitchen racking up lines until my nose bled. An affliction in an addiction of my own dread. So he's saying that he was addicted to his dread, not of the lines that he was racking up in the kitchen, but that word scheme right there. I was just 16 when I was a sick teen. Bro, I'm just saying, like, wordplay is crazy. But I'm saying that it's crazy how he said that this affliction was an addiction of his own dread. Bro, this guy is something serious. This guy is something serious. Had an addiction of my own dread. That's crazy. And then he said, I will drink my tears to drown my sorrows. I was saying like there's no tomorrow. I go broke on every song I wrote. This is absolutely this. Oh my goodness, man. Worry mind, a healing you only find inside an intricate design. That's crazy. I flip the script until I find my power. Yo, that's crazy. I just realized that as I was going through it in my mind. That's crazy. I drink my tears to drown my sorrows. I sing like the kids don't play my music. I never had a top 10. Maybe because I sang about violence and depression. I drank my tears to drown my sorrows. I sang like I might die tomorrow. I sang about violence and depression. To a weary mind, a healing you can only find in an intricate design. Flip the script until I find my power. Wow. What in the world? What in the world is this? What in the world is this? What is it? This is absolutely crazy, man. This guy's on a different food pyramid, man. This guy's not even eating things on earth. He has to be eating literal ambrosia, man. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's a god or anything like that at all, but I'm saying that he is consuming not food as we typically look at as nutrients from animals and vegetables and stuff like that. You know, I'm talking about knowledge. The knowledge that he is eating is absolutely showing in his verbiage, in his wordage, in his diction. Like I said before, listening to this song on the same video, I'm repeating myself again. This is absolutely crazy. This guy is He-Man. I don't know if you guys know who He-Man is. I mean, I used to watch him when I was young. He-Man was like a superhero that fought against Skeletor. You know what I mean? And he had a sword and he would hold it up in the air and he would say, I have the power. This guy right now is like him and Tony the Tiger saying it's great. This guy is out of control. This red dude is different. I'm telling you, man. This guy's different. I mean, man, I am mind blown. I am literally mind blown by this one, man. That's different. Yeah. I almost got lost for a second. You know what I mean? Time out, cut, time's up. To all my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been the very best, absolute best. So appreciative. I want you guys to send out your photo to me so I can post your face on my show to say, like, look, this person is a cousin. They may or may not be at the cookout. No, I just want you guys to be able to have your faces displayed on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. You know, just send the pictures to me. I would enjoy it. So many people have gone to my merch store to get the cousins memorabilia. I appreciate you guys for that. You know, I'm so appreciative for all of those who are going to get the cousins memorabilia. I'm just so thankful. I truly am. And I'm just thankful for my subscribers in general. I'm just thankful for you guys. You guys are the absolute best. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you guys. I truly do. I truly appreciate you guys. And to those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a comment below, leave a like, share this video. And until next time, deuces.